Spring is the time for cleaning out and decluttering, and that includes our bathroom too.
It really includes our bathroom.
Yes, definitely. Amy Peffin is with Space Savvy, and she's here to help us decide what to toss and how to organize everything that we have that has tended to clutter and collect on our countertops.
Yes.
And the products that, we need to pay attention to what we have so that we can find what we're looking for and get rid of what we don't need. And let's begin with expired products.
Yes.
So many things have expiration dates and you don't even think about it.
100%. Like makeup, mascara, blushes, they all have expiration dates. There's recommendations of renewing those every 3 to 6 months.
Oh, I believe it.
Yes.
I believe it. You don't want to, have some kind of infection because what you're using is expired, or sunscreen that's expired and you get sunburned.
Exactly.
So you check for expiration dates?
Check for expiration dates on your sunscreens, on your prescriptive drugs. Just make that as part of your, your spring cleaning, to look through all of that. And
This is a test of the North Carolina Emergency Alert System. This is only a test. Broadcasters, in cooperation with local, state, and national authorities, have developed this system to provide the public with important emergency information, should the need arise. This concludes the monthly test of the Emergency Alert System.
you've decided they're not expired, you decided you still want to keep them, then you want to sort them into categories, and then you want to find the appropriate kind of container that will fit into your drawer, and then give it a label so you know where to put it back.
So like this one that I have right here, she's got like a little label that says every day.
Yeah.
And you've got all, your all kinds of things in there that you would use every day.
Exactly. Yep. My sunscreen, a little deodorant, a little facial moisturizer, and this is something that I use on a daily basis. And we have found over at Space Savvy, just to have one bin that says every day is really, everybody really enjoys having a bin like that.
And it would be stuff like that would be like standing up on your countertop and getting your way.
Right.
So this makes it even better.
Yes. And then,
brushes.
Then you want to have a place just for all your brushes, and this is in the same drawer right here with all my makeup.
Perfect.
And then hair, you want to have a little container with all your hair products.
I like this idea. It makes it much easier to get to, make your mornings go a little faster.
Exactly. So there are things that we like to keep on our countertops.
Right.
Everybody does, and particularly men enjoy having their go-tos on their countertops.
Yes.
So we have learned that the best way to corral those things is having a pretty tray.
I like that idea.
If you want to have things on your countertop, put it on a tray. It will make such a difference. So, the cotton swabs and the cotton balls, you could just stick that right there on a pretty tray, and always add just a little pop of green, or a little pot.
It makes it look fresh.
It does, and it makes it look like you've thought about it. You know, and then that way, right there, you have that on your countertop, and it just really makes a big difference if it was just floating around, looking like you just kind of threw it on there.
And I like the fact that you in this one you brought a little bit of spring in with it. It has just a little bit of flowers on there. Kind of a vintage look, which is so hot these days.
It is, and I thrifted this one. This one I brought in because I wanted to show you this is in my boys' bathroom.
Perfect.
So like a little, so we could do it for the men too. A little rustic brown, and then of course, we always like a little glam, a little glam.
Yes,
so,
definitely.
The gold one.
There's one thing you really want to make a part of your decluttering, your cleaning, your organization is that.
Yes.
Cleaning and handy cleaning.
Yes, exactly. So you can have an organized space, but if it isn't clean, you're not going to get the full benefits of it. And so this is something I've really had to learn myself, because I tend to be an organizer. Cleaning's not my favorite.
Yeah, not mine either.
But I have learned that if I have a nice clean bathroom, it makes the organizing shine.
Yeah.
So, and all it takes is just 5 minutes a day to just wipe off the countertops when you're finished. And it just brightens it up, it freshens it up, it gets rid of all that morning routine, and then you're kind of ready for the evening.
I like that idea. And you know, you're not going to be hit with an over your head cleaning job when you do go to clean.
Exactly. Surface cleaning really works, and you don't have to deep clean as often if you do more surface cleaning.
I like that idea.
For sure. Yep.
So these ideas and a whole lot more on Amy's website.
Yes.
spacesavvy.org. Spacesavvy.org, right?
Spacesavvy.org.
Yes,
right. Thank you.
Great ideas.
Yes.
Thank you always for coming in and spending time with us.
Thank you so much, Cindy.